VC, the Waxed here, and in this video, I'm doing my epic jazz haul. These are albums that I haven't shown, that I've accumulated over the last few months, and it's a lot of albums, all jazz, happy jazz, makes me feel good in my soul, jazz. So let's cut to the chase, and let me show you some jazz. We'll start off with Duke Ellington, The Feeling of Jazz. This is a org music release on nice red vinyl, Black Lion. It is mastered by Bernie. He on this nice hype sticker there. And it was recorded in, I think, 61. But this is a great album. A little more subdued, not so big bandy, although it's his orchestra. But I think there's also like an original song by Duke on this, the first one in a while. But don't quote me, someone correct me in the comments. But if I think this is going out of print, you still can find it. I don't know if you can find the red one. There's a couple versions of this. But if whatever version you can get right now, this was like $21, but somewhere between 21 and 30, I would highly recommend getting this one. Good bang for your buck. All right. Now that was like the little sampler of Duke Ellington, because this album's going to blow your socks off. This is Masterpieces by Ellington. This is the Analog Productions famous title, and I got it when they didn't have... I prefer 33 because I don't want to get up every 5 minutes to change. This is the 45. And holy moly. This, to convey how this sounds without actually playing it so you can hear it, but just let me tell you that I'm not a big band jazz person yet. Maybe I will be, but this is insane. It is just jaw-dropping. The fact that it was recorded in 1950, when they just started having long play, and he was able to record these suites in the time and not condense them down for 78s. Insane. Let me have my Vinyl Solutions in here, but let me open this awesome gatefold. Look at that. I kind of put the hype stickers in there, but there's Duke doing what he does best. Yeah, look at that. He's conducting. I don't know if they changed it for the 33, but supposedly the label on the 33 is different and not accurate to the time. This is. I'm sure the 33 sounds awesome. And, again, as I said, might prefer to have it so I don't have to get up. But I don't mind getting up for this one. I really don't mind at all. This sounds awesome. Save you pennies. This is like $50 or maybe 55. All right. I was able to land one of my grails. And this is not like earth-shattering grail. I wanted a awesome copy of Sonny Rollins' The Bridge. I'll say right now that he's my favorite. I watch interviews. I just like his whole attitude and how he speaks about jazz. He's still around. But this particular version is the org music version that Bernie Grumman mixed. It came out in 2016. And just as I'm starting to collect jazz vinyl, it went out of print. So I'm a cheap person, as I probably say a lot of times. I didn't mind paying double the price. It was $60 for me. Sounds awesome. Great album. There are no analog versions available right now. I think they redid this Bernie version for Vinyl Me Please in color vinyl. I don't know. Is it blue or something? This is black. Some people are selling that on Discogs for around the same price. I don't know how Discogs there's was like the last one on Discogs that I got, but I'm sure it replenishes. But highly recommend that one. Great, I just love Sonny Rollins. Okay, and the next album is my first purchase from a French audiophile label, Sam Records. I ordered it directly from them. It is Afternoon in Paris, John Lewis, Sacha Distel. I had some issues with the shipping, and I had to contact the gentleman. It's a one-man operation, Fred. He was very nice, helped me sort things out. But this is amazing. Such a chill jazz album. Just sit back and relax and listen to something special. There's the hype sticker right there. It is a top-notch cover. Nice, hard. It's not quite cardboard, but it's very well done. You can see that kind of sealed over, not like tip-on, but obviously it's all in French here. And it comes with this great picture of the two of them. Photo worthy of being framed. I will say the one thing, the slip cover that this came in is not good. This is, invest in vinyl sleeve. That's nice. When it's shipped, he was genius about shipping the album outside of the cover, but it came in their own slip, and it kind of, the weight of the album went through it. But no problem. This sounds genius. It is just, I keep saying it with all these titles. I cannot highly recommend doing this. It was worth the $50 that it cost because of shipping. I know you could probably get it cheaper from people selling it in U.S., but I don't know what number pressing this is. It usually will say on here. This might be the third or fourth pressing of it, so they're not a lot, and it sells out quick, whoever sells it. So next is a used album I got at my local store, Record Surplus in West Los Angeles. The Best of Cannibal Adderley. Is this an album or is this an album? Obviously, I can't see Cannibal Adderley live, but this is... I think a lot of the songs of this, he has a live album. A lot of this is from that, I think. His best song is the song Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. Go on YouTube and listen to it. It is such a song to be played live. It's recorded live. Insane. Yeah, maybe of all the acts that I know of, the jazz acts, this guy put on a show. It's like he's there. He knows how to speak to the audience. He gets them into it. And this is a cool gatefold. Look at that. There's all his albums. There's a nice picture of Cannibal right there. Here's the backside. I got this for $11. There's some ring wear on it. Album plays awesome. I can't recommend it enough, but this is just such a pleasure, jammy, exciting. I wish I could go back and see him live. It probably was a great thing to see. Next album is Speaker's Corner, which I say the best sounding album I have is Speaker's Corner is a German audiophile label, is my Al Green Call Me. I have some other Speaker's Corners based on how much I like that album, and this is Charles Mingus the Clown. This is a great album, an unusual album. This is what I always fear. I was handling this and I put a scrape on it, but it didn't hurt the playability of the album. It's, their reissue. Speaker's Corner's covers are not fabulous. Definitely better than the Blue Note classics. There's the back right there. I would say out of all the Mingus albums, I have about 5 or 6. This is the most approachable Mingus, meaning he's more experimental and kind of takes a lot of chances and stuff in his stuff. But this is good listening. But here's look at the hype there. The great thing about the first side is like very approachable, cool jazz. The second side is this kind of accompanied by this narration. But what makes this unique is if anyone has seen the movie A Christmas Story, which who hasn't? It runs every Christmas on TNT for 24 hours. Gene Shepard, who was a kind of I mean, he was a writer. I mean, that's his story. And Gene Shepard actually narrates the movie A Christmas Story. He does this narration about a clown. It's like this kind of like a concept on the back side 2 of this album. It's concept. I would have to assume the first half is, but he's narrating only on the second half. So again, I can't speak enough about Speaker's Corner. Great Mingus album, very approachable. But there's the narration on the other side. Okay. Next album. Highly recommend getting because it's cheap. It's part of the Blue Note 80th. And you can usually find a lot of these albums under $25. This is $20. It's Greg Grant's first stand. And there you see without what needs to be said about these reissues, they're top notch. I did get a 75th. They're garbage. The pressing of it is listening to bubble wrap being popped, but this is awesome. I'm getting into the organ jazz. Babyface Willette. I know there's a tone poet of him, but this is just chill. This is just smooth, chill, cool, easy listening jazz. Just automatically put you in the mood. My patented tick meter when I'm up here, I'll put this on. Tick, 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 down to the ground. I'm chilled out. So recommend it, especially for the price. All right, these two have been shown to death, but it's my turn to show them. It's the Blue Note Classic Series. It's Hank Mobley, Soul Station. I'm not going to go so much into it because everyone does. Everyone should have a copy of this. I think you could still get it for under $25. When you pre-order on Amazon or Target, you get it for much cheaper, like $21. For that value, to get a quality pressing, you're dumb. You're dumb if you don't get this. You should be pre-ordering Stanley Clark Still Strutting right now when you can get it cheap and get it. And obviously Art Blakey Moanin'. Without saying to go into it, you should have this. While they're available and they're printing them, I know they'll be in print, but at the price point when they, jack up the price when it starts to not be available, get it. Okay, this album, because there's a line for stuff to be repressed, this album tends to be a little more expensive. But the Blue Note one weekend about 2 months ago had this 30% off sale, so I took advantage of it, and I got Art Blakey Indestructible. I love Moanin'. It's an awesome album. Some people like this better. I have a lot of Art Blakey. I just love them. I just like their stuff. Like I was talking about Cannibal Adderley. I'm sure to see Art Blakey in the Jazz Messengers at the height when they were live, they did it. Cannonball's a little more kind of jammy, get up and dance. This is just some jazz that is being played and you're experiencing it. Can't recommend this enough. This is an 80, not a classic. Okay. I have a bunch of tone poets. You can see them over my shoulder. These are mostly tone poets. If not, they are the Blue Notes. 80s and classics. This is becoming my favorite tone poet. Dexter Gordon, One Flight Up, just came out. All right, and we open it. Here's the ASMR. Oh, wait. Oh no, I missed it. The crackling as you open. Great pictures, top notch. Pipe sticker there. There. I have a lot of Dexter Gordon, and he is smooth man. His jazz is smooth. To me, this is on a different level of what Dexter Gordon normally does. This is a little more deeper. It forces you to think more about what you're listening to, as opposed to being chilled out by his smooth saxophone. This is a little deeper. This is it's got Donald Byrd, Kenny Drew, Niels Henning Orsted, and Art Taylor. Art Taylor's awesome. This makes you pay attention. You need to listen to this and think about it, and that's a good thing. So very impressive. Up until now, I love Lee Morgan, the Raja tone poet, but they're all awesome. Get this. Just came out. Okay. I've got two more. I went to an estate sale. Some guy passed away, sad. And I ended up leaving with 57 albums that I shouldn't have. A lot of kind of B jazz, not in the best shape. But I mean, I paid $2 a piece, so I'm not. It didn't break me. But the cream of the crop, and I don't know how. These are, you can get these cheap on Discogs. They're not maybe more than $10. Is a this Dexter Gordon album, Manhattan Symphony. Good album. Definitely worth $2. I paid for it. He's the man. I just showed you this the Tone Poet. This is him later. I think this came out in. It's a. I'll pull this out because it's a gold stamp promo. Look at that gold stamp promo. Not now. And on here he's playing with Eddie Gladden. And a bunch of other guys. It's hard to read. But with the gold stamp promo, it's one of the first off the press. So that's a good album. Definitely worth the $2 from the estate sale. If you go to my Instagram, at the estate sale, there's an autographed picture of Herbie Hancock. I took a picture with it, but I let my friend have it because he turned me on to the estate sale, and I blame him for the 55 other albums I took. The other one, which is great, is the Stan Getz and Albert Daly poetry album. It's just them. No other band. Stan Getz, piano. It's really good. From the 80s. Definitely worth $2. If you find this for a good price, buy it. It's great. Stan Getz. So that's it. That's a pretty big jazz haul. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I ask you to please subscribe, hit like, hit thumbs down, thumbs up, like, bell notification if you want to hear me talk about stuff, and leave a comment. Tell me you liked stuff I showed you, or you didn't, or I said something wrong, because chances are I did. And until next time, the waxed out